Stay a while and listen.
Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I take another first look, this time at Surviving the Aftermath. It is by Paradox Interactive and it released into both Epic Store and Xbox Early Access today, October 19th, 2019, after it was announced at PDXCON. So they sent this out a couple days early to a few content creators to get some coverage out and ready and running. And, well, here we are with that coverage. So I'm going to hop in, we're going to play a new game, and we're going to just basically spend the first 25, 30-ish minutes playing the game, see what it's all about. And if there's enough here, enough to play around with, I might come back for a second episode. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But either way, this will be the true first look, so let's get to it. Tutorial, you're about to enter a post-apocalyptic world where building a colony certainly has its challenges. The tutorial guides you to survive and thrive in this hostile environment and help you to learn the basic gameplay, interface, and game concepts. Would you like to enable it? Yeah, I would. Oh, okay. So our difficulty is 0%. It looks like along the top we have a bunch of different categories: environments, catastrophes, resources, survivors, challenge, gatekeeper, visuals, and summary. Alright. And for the environment, there are only few who remember the spark that started it all. A chain reaction of global catastrophes wiped out most of the planet's population and made people turn against each other. Those who are left must now survive the aftermath in this post-apocalyptic world. Alright, so we have, it looks like 3 different settings. Cities are demolished but nature prevailed. The world is desolate and unforgiving, or the planet is a barren wasteland. It looks like temperatures are humid. Or the weather is temperate and humid, and there's 40% fertile soil. Interesting. And the second one would be average temperature and humidity. Fertile soil is only about 25%. And then it's real bad for the final one there, where the planet is a barren wasteland. You know what, we'll go with 2, and that goes difficulty 11%. Oh, okay, so they have different percentages. Sure. Catastrophes. Slowly but surely, modern civilizations crumbled as catastrophes kept swooping across the continents. Cities were destroyed, and the planet itself suffered permanent damage. The worst has passed, time to rebuild. Occasional catastrophes and contamination levels at 20%. Common, 35%. Frequent, and 60%. Man. That's a pretty big jump, 22%. This brings it up by 11. That only brings it up by 6. Alright. Everyone has their breaking point. Eventually, it is not enough to just survive through the day. People need hope, and there finally is some. It has been a long road to get here, but that which was before can now be left in the past. This is about resources. The indestructible bunker collapse, plentiful starting resources. The trusted car finally broke down, average starting resources. After walking for ages, this is where they stop. Scarce starting resources. Oh man. Alright, we're going to go with 2 again. Brings it up to 33. So this is 6, this is 11, and this is like... I don't know, what does it even make it? Our brain's not working, guys and gals. I'm sorry. We'll say 17, something like that. 17%. Alright, survivors. The people around you are the thin red line which keeps the group alive. They are far from perfect, but everyone has made it this far. You can trust them with your life, and they trust you with theirs. Alright, hardened individuals who will thrive in this world, 8 adults and 4 children. A band of survivors able to care for themselves, 7 adults and 3 children. 6 adults and 2 children are a group of ambiguous misfits. We're going to go with 2 again. So pretty much straight down the middle right now is what we've been kind of rocking so far. Challenge. These survivors will face challenges both large and small, some caused by bandits, others caused by their own actions. There are also other societies in the world that won't hesitate to strike back if you look at them the wrong way. Some challenges are to be expected: easy exploration, scattered bandit groups. Numerous challenges are assured: hard exploration and organized bandits. And insurmountable challenges face you. It's the apocalypse. There are plenty of hardened bandits. We're going to go with 2 again. There's a gatekeeper. Life is unfair, but sometimes it feels like you are not alone. Whether it is an invisible guardian or just pure fate, but it sure feels like someone is watching over us. The path is challenging, but worth the risk. Architect, we are lenient and helpful, or the architect is. It is a tough road to walk, but never unfair. Survivalist, challenging but fair. Or suffering or success. Chaotic, no restrictions, anything is possible. Alright, looks like we get to choose our own flag or banner, if you will. Okay, so what do we have? We have the flag, a flag with a person waving a flag on it. Okay. We have an armadillo, I guess? Skull and crossbones, we could be pirates. There's just a random fire, Illuminati, and Half-Life 3 confirmed. A bonefish, no thanks. Clover doesn't work well with a green background. Meh, it's not bad. Kind of a meh cobra, I guess. The Olympic torch lighting ceremony, meh. That. We have the crown. We have the anvil with the fire. It's okay. And then we have... Is that a platypus? I think that's a you know what? We're going to go with the platypus. Alright. Your group is ready to settle down and unite under a new flag. The colony named Edgeburn, or Zonvale, Grumdiff, Dunbridge, Edgeburn, Uriset, Heving, Lantol, 4 Mile, Hofford. Back to Edgeburn. Stop it. New Caledonia. Skylight. Alright, we're going to go with Skylight. And then, colony motto. Under the shade, we flourish. Nice. Survive and thrive. Okay. Divide and conquer. Haven for all. Ooh, I have one. Asha uses all. Okay, and I now have a new colony name. It is Griffin Eternal. And there we go. Griffin Eternal, Asha uses all. Shout out to my Hom 5 fans. Alright, let's go and get this done. I have not slept in a long time. I'm actually quite tired. Hopefully I don't fall asleep during this. I'm pretty excited. I really want to check this game out and see what it's all about. So hopefully my enthusiasm carries me through this. We'll see. We will see. I may just be like, and then just pass out. So if that happens, feel free to laugh and mock me. But always remember something. I don't know. Like I said, I'm too tired. I don't know what's happening. There's words that are coming out of my mouth. I'm trying to stall for time while the thing is loading, and I did it okay. Alright, there's a creepy bug in the top right corner of my screen. I'm assuming that's for reporting bugs. Basic controls. Click here. You can use a controller or a keyboard and mouse. Good to know. Pan. Okay. WASD. That's fine. Zoom in, zoom out. Okay. It makes a weird quacking sound when a thing pops up. There's actually a little ducky there. Is he in a radiation suit? I can't tell. It's too small. Zoom in and out. Yeah, I figured that out. Q and E. Yep, rotates the camera. Alright, so let's start trying to figure stuff out on our own. There's tents and emergency shelters. We have a total of, looks like 10-ish people. I'm going to build this right here. So that's going to give 6 people things. Build shelters. That's actually my next objective. Your colonists need shelters to live in. All homeless colonists will have an icon floating above their heads. Other potentially dangerous conditions are shown the same way. Now open the build menu and build enough tents or emergency shelters for your colonists. You can rotate the buildings by pressing left or right bumpers or with the R key. Okay, well I didn't know that, but that's fine. I don't think it mattered. We have 10 people, so I'm going to say we build up just enough. Oh good, if you hold shift you can put down multiple buildings. Alright, and so what is this thing? This is a stockpile. This is a broken truck. I guess that's what we had. We could salvage it. I'm going to salvage it. And then we have food storage. Okay. And there's a water shortage. I guess we're trying to build the shelters. It's just taking us some time. Not sure why it's taking so long, but it does seem to be taking a bit of time. Alright, we've completed our first tent at least, so that's good. Two constructions are finished. We still have a water shortage. Assign work areas. Many buildings use work areas to determine which resources are scavenged. Stockpiles gather and store basic construction materials from small deposits around the colony. Now try assigning a work area to scavenge nearby planks and concrete. First, select the highlighted stockpile and then select the Change Work Area option from the building info. Move the circle over the planks or concrete and press A or the left mouse button to confirm. You can resize with the mouse wheel while holding left control. Free colonists known as carriers will now scavenge material from those deposits until depleted. So click on this one, that's a stockpile. Move work area, and I guess it's going to be like right here. Some nuclear waste there. It's probably not great, but eh. And build a water source. Your colonists need water to survive. Open the build menu from the water category. Choose the water well. Note that wells cannot be built on barren soil. It is critical to have enough water for all colonists at all times, or they will get dehydrated and they will die. Well, that doesn't sound good. Let's prevent that from happening. Alright, a water well. I mean, I guess we'll put it like here. It's probably okay. I have no idea. Alright, I'm going to speed up time a little bit. I'm going to see how quickly they build this thing up. I mean, it's pretty quick. It's not too bad. I mean, it's not like swelteringly high or either, but you know, it is what it is. Area of effects. Some buildings have static areas in which they operate. If these overlap with identical structures, like two water wells for instance, both suffer production penalties. So space them out enough so everybody gets the full benefit. Okay. Gotcha. I gotcha. What next? Deposit depleted. Huh. Your colonists. The top bar shows a summary of your colonists. The first icon shows the total amount of carriers, vital for moving resources and constructing buildings. Be sure that you always have a few carriers at hand, as it will be seriously Dark Juju Magumbo on logistics, construction, and repairs if everyone in the colony is working on one or in one of the buildings. The second icon is the total population in the colony. Highlighting either number gives a more detailed breakdown of your colonists. Okay. Alright, I see it. 7 carriers, 7 adults, okay, and 3 of them be children up in that place that they are in. That is the thing that they are doing. It's fine, guys and gals. Alright, speed up. I'm not sure what we're waiting on at this point. Oh, plastic and metal. Apparently that's what we're waiting on. Probably need to start building, well, I think it's going to tell me right here, start building new buildings. Instead of sitting around kind of waiting. I'm kind of going through the tutorial as it comes up, so I have a little bit of a better understanding of what's going on. Once you've set up your stockpiles to collect planks and concrete, it's time to take advantage of those big plastic and metal deposits. Build a recycler near one of the plastic deposits. A colonist working in the recycler will now scavenge plastic and fiber from that pile. Scrapper building works the same way with metal and deposits collecting junk and metal. Okay. Plastic and metal are used as both construction materials and as resources for more refined item production. During the process, fiber and junk are produced as byproducts. They can be refined into other valuable items. Fiber is turned into clothing and junk into parts. Alright. Is it this one? Nope. This one? There it is. Recycler. So there is the only one that's nearby. There's one over here. I guess I don't hate that. Yeah, I suppose. I guess I'll put it like there-ish. Maybe. Something like that. And over on this side, we need the scrapper. We do indeed. Alright, let's roll this thing around. And yeah, I'm okay with that. Go, my little minions. Do my bidding. Yes. Build my buildings in the middle of the wilderness. For you shall know no pain like my pain that I know, that's now known to you because I've told you about it. Yes. No? Oh, sleep-deprived episodes are the most fun episodes, guys and gals. I just kind of lean into the insanity and I just go with it. It's usually pretty funny. It's always a challenge and questionable to actually do the whole editing thing because, man, it's rough. Colonists need food to survive. Hungry colonists also work less efficiently. Those who cannot eat will slowly starve to death. Open the food category in the build menu and select one of the various food-producing buildings. Stable production of both meat and vegetables is advisable in the long term to avoid malnutrition. Alright, so we need some food-producing buildings. That makes sense. A trapper. He hunts game from forests and provides some venison to peeps. Well, I suppose I should put this out over here near this forest. Maybe. I'm not entirely certain. I mean, I guess? It just doesn't feel all that right, kind of putting it where I'm trying to put it. Kind of maybe want to go over here with it. I don't know. I feel like that's just not the right spot or the right look, maybe. Oh, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna go there. That's gonna be our spot. It's probably gonna be fine. Alright, food production. Yeah, I know. We're working on that. Also, while we're working on that, I'm also gonna go with a small field. Grow food slowly but in large quantities. Different crops grow outdoor. What? Different crops able to grow outdoors can be grown for food. Certain catastrophes can wipe out the harvest completely and prevent farming during the event. That's what happens when you glance away while you're reading and you glance back and you're like, wait a minute, that makes no sense. Change worker slots. Buildings have one or more colonists working in them. You can increase the building's productivity by adding extra people in or taking some out to assign them elsewhere. Try adding or removing colonists in the highlighted building now by selecting it and pressing the highlighted button. Okay. Where's the highlight? Oh, this one. Where's the highlighted building? Okay. Well, that was fun. Alright, so we ever figure out the farm thing? I have no idea. Sort of want to build it further away, but at the same time I sort of don't. I don't know. Storage types. A multitude of various resources are stored in different buildings based on their type. The stockpile has basic construction materials like planks, metal, and plastic. The food storage has all food types, of course. Warehouse, refined items such as tools, clothing, and meds, I guess. I was going to say metals, but meds. And the general storage, large storage for all items that can be stored in a warehouse or in a food storage. Okay. That's cool. Oh, something's going on here. What is this? Rabbit season. 3 colonists explain that they've been working on a new kind of trap for hunting rabbits, and the group wants to set them outside the camp. The contraptions look functional, but letting the group venture far away from the colony is not without its risks. Okay, I'm going to give them permission. The group finally returns, looking absolutely miserable and exhausted. The rabbits didn't fall for the traps, and rummaging through the polluted ground seemed to have left a few of the colonists quite sick. Well, that's not good. 2 of our colonists have radiation sickness. Well, that seems bad. 2 colonists are irradiated. Oh, look! They actually glow. That's bad, I would have to assume. Injuries and other conditions. One of your colonists is injured. Injuries and other conditions can be healed by a medic. Build a medic's tent and have it staffed to treat this injury as soon as possible. Conditions can cause health loss and other negative effects if left untreated. Meds greatly increase the speed of recovery and are automatically used directly from the warehouse when available. Medicine helps with the injury condition. Iodine pills helps with radiation sickness, and antibiotics with infection. Cool. Okay, I guess we're going to build ourselves a medical facility. Medical tent. Sure. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to go right there-ish, because why not? Hurry up. Yes, I know you're irradiated. It's going to be okay. I would have to say that I feel like this game warrants a second episode at least. I know it's still in early access and we'll have to come back to it and kind of play through the whole thing again once it comes out. But it just feels like this game would benefit from just at least a few episodes to kind of get a little bit of a better feel to the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... What? That's bad. I'm going to probably break off the episode right now, and maybe a couple days we'll come back to it. We'll do a second episode, and you guys can see a little bit more of what's going on. If you want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, or any of that wonderful fun stuff, it'll all be down below in the description of the video and various links and things of that nature, just like it always is. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this and literally thousands of other videos you can watch and enjoy. Until then, my name is Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.